everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Something I've not done for a really long time is a favourites video. I kind of forgot about them, but some of you have been writing to me saying, what are your favourites? So here we go. I'm going to take you through my favourite instruments, pieces, musical things that I've been into the last few months. And maybe you'll find something that you like. The first thing is CDs. I'm really lucky that I get sent a lot of CDs and I love listening to them. I've heard quite a few great recorder CDs recently. The first one is by Lucie Horsch, and this is her new album Baroque Journey. In this, Lucie takes us all around Baroque Europe with pieces by Van Eyck, Bach, Castello, Sammartini, Couperin, Marais, Purcell, Handel, and this CD is so good. In it she plays with the Academy of Ancient Music, and my personal favourites are The Arrival of the Queen of Sheba, that's just like and also her own arrangement of the Couplet de Folie by Marion Billet with lute, and that is just like, oh my god. So if you're into Baroque, I strongly suggest you go and get this CD. And the other CD I've really been into is Renaissance, largely from England, and that is by Vivid Consort. The album is called Bitter Fruit. By the way, I love this design. So Vivid Consort are a trio, 3 recorder players, 2 of whom also sing so beautifully. You have never heard bass recorder diminutions like you have on this. It's played really beautifully, virtuosically, but there's also these little details. For example, in Pastime with Good Company, where they suddenly start playing kind of riffs on the chord sequence, like so this is what has been filling my ears this month. Instruments. I always like to tell you which of my instruments have been my personal favourites. I actually play this in nearly every video now, but my most recent purchase has been a Resin alto by Vincent Bernolin. I bought one in 442 Baroque pitch, modern pitch. I end up picking this up to practice with most of the time now because it has a beautiful sound, but I don't have to worry so much about wearing it out. Recently, I've also been to a couple of more extreme climates for concerts and work. The north of Denmark, which was very cold, and Singapore, which was very hot and humid. And I took my Resin alto there because I didn't have to worry about it suffering under the climate. A sneak preview of my favourite piece that I've been playing this month. My other favourite instrument at the moment actually isn't a recorder, but it is my new loopstation. I work in a place in Amsterdam called the Sound Lab where I give music workshops. One of them is a loopstation workshop, and I've been enjoying it so much I had to buy one for myself. This is a double one, so you can actually record 2 different loops at once. You can process it in different ways, mix it and add some limited effects. I was nowhere near organised enough to actually set this all up to show you how it sounds, but you just plug in a microphone and loop away, loop, loop, loop. Why do I have this? Well, I've got a few solo concerts coming up and I thought it would be really fun to make some new music with this. Hildegard from Bingen, are you ready? For those of you who are interested, this is the RC30 dual track looper by Boss. I'm a fan. Pieces. Well, I've already played a bit of it, but recently I have been getting really into the Bach Partita for solo flute. I play this in pretty much every video, but I thought it was time to actually do a whole tutorial on it, so you might have seen that last week. And it was really fun to really get into the nitty gritty of this piece, pull it apart, analyse it so that I kind of knew what to say to you. Some other music that I've been getting really into recently is a project that I want to tell you about by the Kronos Quartet, who are one of the world's leading string quartets. The Kronos Quartet have instigated the 50 for the Future project, and this is commissioning 50 composers to write basically a new core repertoire for string quartets over a period of 5 years. Equal division of men and women from all over the world, all different styles of music, and here's the thing, all 50 pieces Scores, recordings, practice videos, program notes are available to download online for free. This is breaking out of the kind of traditional classical core repertoire bearing down upon you. So that's not strictly recorded music, but I think it's really important to mention kind of for classical music as a whole. If you are a string player as well, which I know a lot of you are, go to the website, check it out. About half the pieces are ready already. You can download them now. Something else that I have been really getting into is our recorder magazines. We have here the British Recorder magazine, the Dutch-Belgian Blokfluitist, and the American Recorder magazine. So the reason I wanted to mention this is the British Recorder magazine has recently been taken over by new editor Barbara Law, and she's doing really great things with it, getting a lot of interesting articles. If you are a player or a teacher and you have an idea for something, please send it in to her because she's always looking for interesting things. You might know already, I'm actually one of the editors of the Dutch Recorder magazine, so it's a bit obvious why I'm plugging this. If you speak Dutch and you're a recorder player, you really should be subscribed to this. I did a little calculation with my YouTube analytics, and of my Dutch and Belgian followers, 647 of you are not yet subscribed to Blokfluitist. Dus ga maar nu doen, alsjeblieft. I think it's really important to subscribe to one of these, your local magazine, because even if you don't always read it cover to cover, it's supporting the community, and that is just lovely. What I've noticed about all three, American, British, Dutch, is that they all come with free sheet music, so what's not to like? In the past year, my life has gone from music to music and baby. So I've got a couple of musical baby recommendations for you. First are these musical baby books. I'll put the publishing link in the description. These are cardboard books, perfect for chewing on, but if you press this little circle, then you hear a recording. So I've got one of the Nutcracker and one of the music of Mozart. It can make you feel very smug as a parent because your child is obviously going to be a genius after listening to these. You can see that Bodil absolutely loves this book. She's chewed on it and basically ripped it to pieces, but it still works. And I think you can get them in all different styles of music. I bought one of world music instruments for my little niece, so I love these. The other musical baby thing is Little Notes. Little Notes is music classes for your babies or toddlers, and there are now classes all over the UK and the Netherlands. I've been taking Bodil to these and they are just lovely. All Little Notes classes are run by professional musicians and they're based upon a fully worked out pedagogical 2-year program where your baby learns about all different kinds of music, all instruments. I mean, I don't worry so much about if Bodil is learning what a crescendo is. It's just really fun. I enjoy going. She enjoys hearing the music and crawling around with the other babies. So if you are a parent of a young child in the UK or the Netherlands, check it out and see if there's one near you. The last thing is something a little bit different. One of my favourite musicians and people is Rihanna. As well as being a musician and general awesome person, Rihanna now has her own beauty line called Fenty Beauty. What's really great about this is that her makeup comes in a really wide range of shades for all skin tones, and it's kind of like, why doesn't every makeup line do this? And I've been really loving her concealer sticks, Match Stix. I have this in the colour Linen. Unfortunately, you can't buy Fenty Beauty in the Netherlands, so I'm trying to make this last until I go to America next month and I can buy more. So yeah. Those were my spring favourites 2019. What have yours been? As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face in the corner. Down here is a link to the Team Recorder web shop where you can support the channel, buy cool merchandise and my album. In the description is a link to the Team Recorder Patreon, and up here is last week's video, a tutorial on the Bach Partita, which is slightly more in depth than this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.